It's haul time again. Not very big at all this week. I literally just had two comics in my pull box, so I did pick up some other stuff as well. So I'll show you what I got, but it's extremely small. So first up, I got this facsimile of Action Comics for the cover. I adore this cover. I think it's just wonderful, and it was only 50p. So hey ho. So yeah, if you want some cheap very recent back issues, go to Forbidden Planet in Manchester. They've got quite a good recent back issue 50p box. And then Fury of Firestorm #1. Can't wait to dive into this. Firestorm's one of my favourite DC characters, and I really enjoy the writing of Jeff Lemire. The only book of Jeff Lemire's I've not really enjoyed recently has been Absolute Flash, which unfortunately, yeah, I gave you a few more issues, but I couldn't finish the latest issue, so that has gone now onto the discard pile. And then, because it was a quiet week, I kind of put this on hold for a bit, the Mighty Four, but I decided to pick up 8 and 9, because it's one of the few comics where they've got the same creative team still on it. So I will be continuing with this, but I won't be getting it regular. I'll let it build up for one or two issues like I've done this time and pick it up that way. So it's not going to be my pull list, but I will be picking it up off the shelves, because sadly, even though it's one of the better Marvel comics, it doesn't seem to sell as much as some of the crappier comics, which I'm not going to name because other people might like them. So pick those up. And also picked up the latest Bleeding Hearts, which I absolutely cannot wait to start into this one. I really, really enjoyed the first two issues. Issue 2 was a increase in quality compared to issue 1, and issue 1 was a fantastic comic anyway. Highly recommend to pick up this series. Do not sit on this. And then it came in the post at last, Lobo #1, so I could see what all the fuss is about. I adore Lobo. It's funny when you hear some of the younger generation critiquing Lobo on YouTube. Some of the people like in the 30s or whatever who didn't experience Lobo the first time around, they couldn't grasp the concepts of Lobo. He's not really comedy. He's just extreme, but extreme in the best possible way. It's like they've put in all the outlandish characters you can get from 2000 AD and moulded them into one character and dropped them into a DC comic. That's the closest I can get as a comparison. It's Lobo. I adore Lobo, so yeah, cannot wait to dive into this. And of course, it's written by Scotty Young with really gorgeous artwork by Jorge Corona. So yeah, and because it was a quiet week, I did pick up some books as well. So I got the compact edition of Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. I've had this in, I think, every format now. I had it when it came out originally in the Prestige format back in the 85, 86. And then I got the trade paperback. That basically fell apart because I read it so much. And then the latest one that I've had the big size. I'm not sure if I've done a video of it. I might do a video on these series, because I've got a series of the Noir collections, which were the big black and white hardback collections what DC did a few years ago, where it basically just showed the artwork in its original black and white and just its inks. And I got it for Batman: The Dark Knight Returns and The Dark Knight Strikes Again. Got both of those. I do recommend getting The Dark Knight Strikes Again in the noir version, to be honest, because it gets rid of the god awful colouring. But it's nice to have a reader copy in this format, and I will be doing a comparison. So yeah. And then finally, the thing I've been looking forward to the most receiving, this came from Books Etc. and DC Finest Superman time and time again. So this is the triangle period of Superman. And I'll be doing a separate video looking into this more thoroughly. Okay, so as you can see, very small but perfectly formed comic haul. And I'm very pleased with each one that I've picked up. Yeah, so that's it. So support your local comic shops. They do need custom. It was so refreshing today to see it heaving in my local comic shop today. And what was wonderful about it was there's a lot of families there, and there's a lot of people in the late teens and early 20s were for quite a long time in comic shops. They seem to have lost that market, but with the advent of the absolute titles and the increase in manga, etc., it's nice to see this younger generation coming in and embracing this culture. So that's my little positive thought for the day. Okay, bye.